How's it going? I'm Trey Farmer, and today's episode is all about relationships, the spectrum of relationships when it comes to managing our health effectively and how we manage those relationships, how we have healthy relationships and communicate effectively in those relationships. But before we start, I want to introduce this painting, this beautiful ocean, the great sky, palm tree, and the sand. At the end of the video, I'm going to introduce you to the artist of this piece. It's a wonderful painting, huh? So, to start, point number one is personal relationships. So family, friends, and also romantic relationships. So when it comes to family and friends, I think all of these principles apply to everything I'm going to talk about, but I definitely believe I'm going to tell my background, how it's worked for me, how I have been able to take my MS and to manage it effectively. So with my family and my friends, communication. I started saying that, and I want to continue to reiterate that is key for my overall health. If someone doesn't know you're dealing with it because you have a lot of invisible symptoms, like I do, then they can't help you. So you have to communicate that you have something going on for your family to help you. I've noticed when I do that, people are more than willing to help. So that's a big one. Friends, the same thing. And romantic relationships, it's the same thing with that. But another point with the part with the friends, with your friends, is how when it comes to friendships, you may be asked, I know I've been asked to do this, to go here, to do that, and one of the things early on in my diagnosis I did, and I don't like, I would immediately say, oh, I can't do that because of something I had read or a story of someone else that has MS. Instead of taking a full evaluation of what I'm dealing with and then seeing if maybe I could do it, just tailor it to what I'm dealing with, and again, communicate with my friends. Let them know, hey, I got this going on. Maybe if we're parking, if we go to a baseball game, if we're parking way far away, something I probably need to talk about. Maybe we could try to get closer up to the stadium. That's one out of so many examples. But doing that helps me to feel better about what I have going on, and also gives them the opportunity to lend a hand and help their friend in need. So I think that communication is key. And then romantic relationships, I put that in there because I know when you are dating someone, when you're beginning a relationship with someone, it's tough to talk about a chronic condition. MS is, of course, very complicated and complex, and it's difficult to oneself even understand fully all the nuances of it, much less explain it to someone else. But again, communicate with that person. And then I've heard this before, and it's cliche, but I've heard this from many people, many sources, just talking about how it helps you to weed out the bad ones, the people that don't really intend to stay anyways. And I'm not crazy about the cliche, but I think it is very, in this situation, it's very, it's on point. It's accurate because no one's guaranteed anything. So, unfortunately, this is something that we're facing. And knowing what we are facing, that communication with someone that we are embarking on a romantic relationship with is key. And it allows them to also lend a helping hand and for them to understand. And we get to find out if they really care early on. So there's an upside. You know, if you look at it from a positive perspective, there are many good things that can come from that. The last point is professional relationships, working relationships. And I've found that, like many other parts of dealing with MS, one of the very, very good things to do is to tailor that to your specific needs. You know your body better than anyone else and what you have going on. And there are many resources, the National MS Society, the MSAA, and many more that have very much information on whether or not to disclose a certain amount of your health situation to an employer or not. And if you choose to do so, what options are out there to help you on the job. And also, maybe you don't want to due to the fact that you're not feeling that many symptoms. It's going to be something that you tailor specifically for your needs. I want to thank you for watching these videos. I know they're simple, but I want them to be simple to the point, and I want to be able to share my experiences with you, and hopefully it will help you no matter where you're at in your course of dealing with your MS. How long you've been diagnosed, it doesn't matter. I'm praying that these help you to give you some energy and make you feel good, and also to give you some useful information. So, as promised at the beginning of the video, I showed this painting, and I promised you that you'd get to meet the artist behind it. So, it's actually her birthday today, and this person is my grandmother. She just turned, well, I can't tell you because you're not supposed to tell a lady's age. So, here she is. Make sure to check out TreyFarmer.com. Have a good day. Bye.